Recently, the part 2 saga of Mark Henry versus Antoine Dodson just went down on No Jumper. And hide your kids, hide your wife, because we got the great Kroger value brand of OJ the Jew Man back in the unemployment office. Yes, back to the ghetto you go. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, yes, there is a new employee by the name of Brandon that has been causing havoc at No Jumper. Well, at least for one person, and that one person would be Almighty Suspect. For those who don't know who Almighty Suspect is, he is No Jumper's biggest liability. Yes, you see, one time he spit and punched out a fake pimp named Kelpie.
Kelpie the motherfucking
Kelpie the
pimp.
clown.
You ain't gotta know who I am, bro.
Fuck out of here.
Fucking Ben Franklin knows who I am, bitch.
Fuck out of here.
He knows who the fuck I am. I'm
You
getting
said
money
what?
every day. I said
You
Ben
said-
Franklin knows who the fuck I am, bitch.
Who you calling a
Ben
bitch
Franklin,
though?
I'm calling you a bitch.
Fuck you calling a bitch. Go out, boy. What's wrong with you?
He also had a very, very hostile argument with another host at the time named Jalik. And it was getting to the point where, damn, this man is arguing with women. He's going below the belt with women. As a host, it's kind of like, yes, this makes great views, but is this really where I want to go with my content?
Parent household. You're raised in a two-parent household. You're raised in a two-parent. Okay. Your mom loves you. Your mom loves you.
Suspect 3-0. Suspect 3-0. Suspect 3-0. Another one. What DJ Khaled said? Another one.
Hey, how many people?
What DJ Khaled said?
Hey.
Another one.
How many people who went through trauma with their mothers, though?
Another one.
Just because Almighty grew up in like a
Clown.
Your mom raised you.
Clown.
Your mom
My
raised you.
boss.
Your mom raised you.
What your
mom
mama
raised
do?
you.
Thank you.
Thank
You're mad. You mad. You mad.
She
You
mad.
mad. You mad. You mad. You mad. You're mad. You're mad. You're mad. You're mad. I'm gonna call my mama.
Call your mom.
I'm gonna call her just to
Call
see
your
how
mom.
she's doing. Can
That
you
you
do
have
that?
a beautiful
Can you do
relationship
that?
with.
Yeah.
Can you do that? Nah. Fake gangster. I'm gonna call my mom and see how she's doing
relationship
today.
with.
I'm gonna see how she's doing today.
That you have a beautiful
I'ma see how she
relationship.
doing today.
You gang member.
I'ma
You
see how she
gang
doing
member.
today.
Shut up, blood.
I'm gonna see how she's doing today.
You probably went to a private school.
see how she doing today.
You probably went to a private school.
Hey,
Stop
Mom.
playing with me.
What does it
That's
matter?
Stop playing with
call
me.
you, see how you doing. What you
What
Stop
does it matter
playing with
about?
How you a pimp, but your mom raised you, bitch?
Nah, I'm good. I just want to see what you was doing. How your day going?
What's up with the B word
Talking
shit?
about, hey, check this
Let's
out.
relax
I'm
with
with
the
all
B-word
that
shit.
though. I'm with all that though.
Mama, so I just wanted to call my mama. How you doing? That part. Cooking her. Tune into the show, mother. Love you.
On top of that, he already had a fight with Lush.
Ex-gang member who ain't make the cut fights, a known crystal meth user.
Alright. My ears ringing, bro.
Alright, we good.
You good?
We good. Now, I hope this is all said and done with it, man. You feel me? Like,
You good for real?
yep.
To be honest, this man is just a very, very grown man with a very fragile ego. And it's getting to the point where people know how to get under his skin. They know how to make him crash out. And that's exactly what Brandon did. You see, when Brandon first started in his first appearance on No Jumper, they had an argument that started before the streaming even began.
Hard ER.
I came with the hard.
You came with the hard ER. You came with the hard ER. You came with the hard ER.
Welcome to No Jumper, man. It's another day here. We got some random fat
We already
arguing.
arguing. Hey,
It's your boy.
we got a
Almighty.
light-skinned nigga.
You know what we do
Hey.
here. Supposedly, I call niggas.
You-
with the hard
Nigga, you
R,
said a hard
so the fat
ER.
nigga in the corner
You said a hard
got
ER.
Supposedly offended with some shit that
I ain't
didn't
offended,
happen.
I'm just
It's
asking.
imaginary. Because
Hey.
why would I ever call another black man the hard R?
I'm
What
not
are you even
offended,
talking
I'm just
about?
Asking. I'm just asking.
Weird
You said a
ass
hard
nigga.
ER.
Maybe we can try to stay
What you
across
talking
this episode. No,
I didn't say no
there it
curse
is.
words. I'm not gonna curse.
Apparently, Brandon thought that he heard Almighty Suspect say the N-word with a hard ER. And the fans actually was on Brandon's side because there's multiple videos on No Jumper, where suspect has definitely said it with an ER. I'm gonna be honest with y'all though, if my friends were walking around just saying the N-word with an ER, as a black man, I'm still gonna ask them, why are y'all saying it like that? Yeah, maybe I'm not gonna be hostile with them, but I'm curious. Like, what are we doing? Why are we saying it like that? What's going on? You all right? And that particular argument led to Almighty Suspect, which we all felt pump faking, acting like he wanted to go outside with Brandon. Brandon probably has 100 pounds on this dude. He's fat and he's solid, and he's trained in Muay Thai, karate, taekwondo, all of that stuff. We seen the footage. I definitely think that he would break young OJ the Jew man in half. Well, since that day, No Jumper's done the right thing. They've been like, you know what? Let's keep these guys far apart from each other. They've been calling in, cussing each other out, insulting each other, arguing over the internet, but they haven't seen each other. And so we've been like, hey, no harm, no foul. Let's just keep the entertainment entertainment. Well, as of yesterday, that train of thought ended because I guess the white man, the massa of No Jumper, was out of town. So he said, hey, anything goes while I'm gone, because guess what? The fans can't blame me. And that's when Lush organized an actual show between Almighty Suspect and Brandon, and things went exactly how you thought they would. You see, Almighty Suspect didn't even know that they were going to be on the same show together until that morning. And when you have egos like that, especially a fragile one like Suspect, we know that you can't put them in front of a camera and expect them to act like civilized adults. Whenever you want two people to truly make up from their confrontation, they're supposed to go sit down to the side. No cameras, nobody there, just two men having a conversation. I guarantee you it'll go well. But the minute you start putting a crowd, especially thousands upon thousands of viewers that are going to see this, nobody wants to back down. And we all knew, especially Suspect knew, that everybody figured that Brandon would be able to break that boy like a twig on a little boy's ass with your grandma swinging that twig. You feel me? Well, it started off as a roast session. They were going back and forth, but we knew where this was going. And everybody in the room was antagonizing it. Nobody wanted to be the peacemaker. Nobody wanted to say, all right, guys, this is going far enough. Let's just chill out. Let's just regroup and let's continue to do this show and let's end it on a great note. Nope, they argued two separate times, and at the end, it got a little bit out of control. Now, Mr. Antoine Dotson kept calling Brandon a bitch, but for whatever reason, when Brandon returned the favor, he decided that he wanted to up the ante for the viewers and the listeners and the people on the stream. And what he did was the most cowardly act, and you could tell that he was being very strategic when he did it.
Beat up that pedophile, you're gonna have a lot of cool points in the streets of LA.
Beat you up.
He probably would.
No, me. Beat you up.
You will beat me up?
Yes,
you can't beat me up. You can't beat me up.
In jail. Nigga,
you really think you could beat me up?
Beat you up.
No, you can't.
You mean?
No.
Nigga,
You
then
outside.
All right.
I'm gonna be outside as soon as this is over. If you feel that strongly, get cracking.
Follow me.
Follow you. I'm gonna walk right outside, right past you.
Outside the building.
I'm gonna walk right out the building. I'm gonna walk right out the building, and you're gonna do nothing.
You can do whatever you'd like to.
You just said you was gonna beat me up. Now we're gonna do whatever.
All right, we're not doing none of that. No fights. No fights.
Come outside the
No
building.
fights.
You see how niggas use coded language?
So we can do what you like to.
Can I peacefully say this?
Yes,
You see how
please.
niggas use coded language? He first said he want to fight me. Then he said we gonna do whatever you want to do. This just talks crazy like. Listen, I'm not worried about your little high yellow ass, bro. For real.
With your booty shorts on. You
we both got our shirts crazy. That would be reality. That would be reality.
I would love to see it. You wrestle on mats. We ain't seeing you do nothing with your hands yet.
Hey, when you see it, you go. Well, you're not gonna see it. You're gonna be knocked out. Everybody else gonna see it.
The reality is this.
Show me. They gonna be watching.
Show me.
Man,
Suspect.
You know you want to make it home to your kids.
First it was if you call
me. You know you want to make it home to your kids.
Now you ain't gonna make it home to your kids. You see how the story evolves?
Come show me.
First it was we was gonna catch a fade. Then we gonna do what you want to do. Now it's death threats.
Who said I was talking about more than the fade? You police ass.
You said you're not gonna make it home to your kids.
Who said anything about more than the fade?
What does that even mean?
You cannot make it home from a fade. You bitch ass nigga.
Listen, you cannot make it home. This is a fact. I'm gonna say what I want to say. I call this nigga Antoine Dotson and everything else. I'm still gonna come to No Jumper. I'm gonna walk in and out this. If a want to do something, there's nothing but space and opportunity. Ain't worried about a light skin, no nigga, period. So if that gay, he's always bringing up fighting. You can't be the nigga bringing up fighting, trying to put it on another nigga to do something.
So,
but I just caught you one. I just caught you one. Just like you are.
Now, I want you to take notice how suspect, when he stands up, he steps towards the security. He doesn't step towards Brandon. It's because he honestly knew that he was not trying to attack Brandon. He just wanted a little bit of space so he could do what he planned to do.
Guys.
You see, guys, this is what we call whole activity, because after he already stepped towards security, let security get in between them, little Dotson decided that he was gonna spit on Brandon. Now, if you notice, he didn't only spit on Brandon, but he decided that he was gonna scurry away because he knew there were gonna be consequences of what he did. And this guy is a Muay Thai Taekwondo. He's basically Kill Bill, the 300-pound version silverback gorilla, all at once. And the thing that he did was, okay, I'm gonna step back, get some space so I can pull out my little Boy Scout knife.
Guys, come on. Guys, come on. Stop, guys. Chill, guys. Come on.
What? Let's do something.
Hey, bro, he knew he had a weapon.
Let's do something.
No weapon.
No, he's not.
Let's do something. I don't got
Man, what's going on? What you gonna do?
nothing. Let's do something, bitch. Let's do something, bitch.
All right, this is going so well.
Nigga, you didn't do nothing. Nigga, shut up, you a bitch. You a bitch. Nigga, that part. Nigga, shut up. Nigga, you got spit on.
No, I didn't.
You got, yeah, you did.
Don't
Yeah, you
spit
did. I
touch
watched
me.
it.
Don't spit touch me. Don't spit touch me.
I watched it. Nigga,
Hey,
I
bro,
watched it.
y'all are tripping, bro. What's going on?
What you wanna do about it, nigga? What you wanna do about it? Meet me outside, nigga.
You're a scary nigga.
What you wanna do about it?
You're a scary
What
nigga.
you wanna do about it, nigga? What you wanna do about it? That part. Nothing. Nothing. Look what? Do something
Such
about
a
it.
good pod before this happened,
Nigga.
guys. Everything was so good.
Nigga,
Intelligent
do
dialogue.
Fucking me.
I was just about to say that,
What the?
So
Man, y'all tripping, bro.
Come do something.
Man,
Do something.
this why y'all had security, man. Y'all was on.
no jumper was
Y'all
cracking.
the whole time.
Come do something, Mr. Black
Man
Belt.
brought a knife to.
Come do something, Mr.
No,
Black
there's
Belt.
no weapons. No weapons. No weapons.
Come do something, Mr.
Now,
Black
there's a knife right there.
Come
You
do
doing
something.
it now.
Where?
That nigga brought a knife.
A Swiss Army knife.
Where? Police
yes,
where?
yes,
You're the feds.
Now, I gotta say, Brandon, man, you supposed to be the master of martial arts, and you supposed to be a nigga from the streets of Long Beach. You know you don't sit down on a couch and let another man just stand over you, and that's exactly what happened, because you see, Mr. Antoine Dotson knew that it was gonna take that big man in them hoochie daddy shorts a minute to get up off of that couch where he's sunken and buried in like a grizzly bear sitting on the couch. So he decided to stand up. It was security in between them, and he decided to tour. Yeah, he swapped spit with that man. He spit on the grizzly bear himself, and he got up, and we heard that grizzly bear growl. He's got a knife. He's got a knife. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Mr. OJ, the Jew man himself, spit on that big man, and when he knew it was time for him to die, he pulled out a knife, which they're supposed to be patted down and wanded before they get in there. So the combo of spitting and pulling out a knife was a great cowardly move, and what happened was that led to him getting fired once the footage was put out there. We know the footage had to go out there first. You gotta get your final 1,000, 100,000s of views before you fire one of your main attractions. I wonder why they would call him a culture vulture. You feel me? Now, Adam 22, who was conveniently back from New York today, decided to speak on it. And he said what we all expected. He said, hey man, I had to fire him. I had to fire Almighty Suspect because while Brandon was antagonizing it, he didn't take it to a physical form of disrespect. And this is the second time that Almighty Suspect has spit on somebody. And this time, in conjunction with that, he pulled out a knife. Nah, you got to go. And I get it, man. He's a liability at this point. But this is not just his fault. It's not just Brandon's fault either. This is the overall brand of No Jumper and Adam 22's fault.
And bro, at the end of the day, just showed that he can dish it out, but he can't take it. He was calling me Beast the whole episode. So as soon as I start calling Beast back, he flies off the handle. That's not a setup or a plan. That's just being an immature child.
I have an announcement. Many of you are probably expecting this. As of today, Almighty Suspect will no longer be a host on No Jumper. For anyone who's living in a hole in the ground, there was a confrontation last night between Brandon, aka Bucci Bear, aka Dark Brandon, and Almighty Suspect that resulted in both spit flying and a knife being pulled out. Both of these are infractions that I fear we just cannot tolerate as a business. You know, many times over the past couple of years, I've looked back at the Kelpie incident and I have felt like I was a little too lenient. Like, I feel like that incident, even though we managed to skate essentially because we got Kelpie to sign off on suing us, I think it was extremely lenient of us to not fire Sus at that time. And I'm not going to lie, there's been a couple times since then, in particular with the whole Jalise thing, where it really, really felt like he was on the border of attacking her. That got a little scary for me and made me feel like, Jesus Christ, maybe this is not okay. But yeah, I just feel like we just can't tolerate that kind of stuff in here. It's just way over the line. I have nothing against him. I told him I have nothing bad to say about him. I'm not going to come on here and trash him. I'm not going to treat him like a sharp or anything like that. But as a business, the liability associated with having somebody on camera who we have like essentially no assurance is not going to fly off the handle like that. It's just too big of a risk, and it's just not the kind of platform that I want to run at this point. I mean, honestly,
because they shown that you're allowed to crash out at No Jumper with no consequences. You see, Loose Cannon, he pistol whipped somebody outside of the venue. It went viral. That was part of a federal case, part of the paperwork. And guess what? The day before they got indicted, he let Loose Cannon do an interview with Brick Baby. Speaking of Brick Baby has crashed out on the show with a gun in his hand. He tried to fight security, and guess what? That same last day before those guys got picked up, he had a gun on the side of his pocket. So it goes to show that, listen, man, there are no consequences when it comes to this job. You can do whatever you want. Speaking of security was cleaning his gun and the shot led off. And that led to an employee, DeJean Paul, saying that he was shot. Now, do we know if he was shot? We do not know. But all I'm saying is these are the basic examples with also a conjunction of gang banging content, street content, LA content. This is where it comes from. So this is why these employees are so comfortable doing what they do. Adam 22, it's your job to enforce the rules, which you can't, because you are hiring straight niggas and you don't know how to consult with these dudes. You don't know how to talk to these dudes because you don't come from that world. You're from Massachusetts. And I ain't saying it don't get busy over there in Massachusetts. I'm just saying that he don't come from that world. So when I see Adam 22 firing people, yeah, I think that was the right thing, but what are you going to do to buckle down? Or are you saying that it's worth the content and I'm going to drag y'all out for the content until I can't use you anymore? Because that's what we pretty much have determined here, because you haven't done anything to say, hey, you know what? I don't want this type of content anymore. I want to get back to how we started. Let's talk about hip hop. I don't know when the last time you actually had a big name come there and you actually asked them about music, what they got going on. No, you lost us. You've lost the people. So y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Do y'all think that Almighty Suspect deserved to get fired? Do you think that Brandon should have been fired? Do you think Adam 22 needs to just cut this malarkey out and get back to the music? Y'all let me know what y'all think, man, down below. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell, and we out, baby. Boom!
Just LaFlare.
It's him.